Have you ever seen a lion act like a lamb just because it's in a storm? That's what most professionals are doing right now. They downplay their voice, play it safe, say yes when they mean no. Not because they're not talented, but because they have lost vocal confidence. Today, I'm not just going to talk to you, I'm going to show you how to rise, how to reclaim your power, and how to become unshakable in uncertain times. Hi, I'm Ankita Sinha, a career growth, leadership, and communication coach and mentor. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to build unshakable vocal confidence, not just surface level motivation, but grounded confidence that makes you undeniable even in uncertain times. This is not just about getting through the storm, it's about thriving because of it. Let's dive in. Let me tell you something real. Confidence is not charisma. It's not about volume or charm. Vocal confidence is the deep, steady knowing that your skills, value, and purpose belong in the room, even when the room shakes. And when you don't have it, you hesitate before speaking, you overthink your performance, you hold back from opportunities, and you end up feeling invisible. But when you build it, you lead, you influence, you magnetize growth, no matter the storm. Let's shift the lens. You are not just a professional trying to survive. You are a leader in the making with vocal power waiting to be activated. Now, let me walk you through a 6 mindset shift and skills practices to help you rise in your career, even when the world feels uncertain. Number 1, scarcity thinking destroys confidence. When you operate from lack, your brain defaults to over-apologizing, underselling, taking what you get instead of asking what you deserve. Reframe rejection as redirection. Rejection does not shrink your value, it expands your alignment. Start journaling every time you feel not enough and list what actually is true about your skills and results. Number 2, economic infidelity. Many of us lie to ourselves about what we truly want for fear of being too much. You tell people you're fine with that stagnant role when deep down you want to lead. Declare your ambitions, even silently at first. Write your ideal role and the impact and read it. Number 3, anxiety-driven decision making. When fear leads, you play defense in your own career. You avoid conversations, you say yes to stay safe, but playing small doesn't create security. It breeds invisibility. Move from what if I fail to what would I build if I wasn't afraid. Start making one decision a week from power, not pressure. And ask, does this align with my future self? Number 4, lean into strategic transparency. People respect vulnerability when it's rooted in clarity. Stop trying to look confident. Start communicating with intentional honesty. Instead of pretending you know everything, say, here's what I do know, and here's what I'm learning. Next time you feel nervous, lead with clarity and curiosity. It builds trust and presence. Number 5, leverage wealth in action. Wealth is not just money, it's momentum. Vocal confidence grows when you act in alignment with your values. Don't wait for a title to act like a leader. Create a power portfolio, list projects, wins, and skills that reflect your leadership values and update them monthly. And number 6, invest in your voice and visibility. Do you want career confidence? Practice using your voice where it matters. That means speaking in meetings, asking for feedbacks, positioning your value clearly. This is not self-promotion. This is vocal visibility. Reframe every self-doubt moment as a leadership moment. The more you speak up, the stronger your confident muscles. You don't need to become someone else to be confident. You just need to remember who you are and lead from it. Now let's see 6 steps to reclaim career confidence through vocal power. These are not just motivational ideas, they are identity reprogrammers. Each one is rooted in neuroscience, communication psychology, and years of executive coaching results. Number 1, speak up before you feel ready. Action breeds confidence, not the other way around. Too many professionals wait until they feel 100% sure, prepared, articulate. But here is the truth. Confidence is not a prerequisite for visibility. It's a byproduct. Every time you speak up in meetings or suggest an idea or give your insights when your heart is racing, you're building internal evidence that you are capable. In your next meeting, try to contribute. Even if it's a clarifying question, use that moment as a training preparation. And what changes? You begin rewiring your identity from a passive thinker to an active contributor. Number 2, learn to name your value without apology. Here's what most professionals self-sabotage. They say things like, I just helped with a proposal, I kind of worked on that client. That just and kind of erode your credibility. What you need is vocal clarity, the ability to name your contributions in impact terms. Your value is not what you did, it's what changed because you did it. So instead of I helped the team in onboarding, say I redesigned the onboarding flow, reducing dropouts by 32% in 3 weeks. Did you see the difference? Make a one-pager which is called Your Wins and write the outcome and the impact it made and read it before interviews or appraisals. Number 3, get feedback strategically. Most people avoid it or collect it from so many people. Confidence grows fastest when you get feedback from people who think at a level you inspire to. Mentors, high performers, what strengths do you see in them? Where do you lead more boldly? You can book 3 career counselors with your trusted mentors. Use their insights to recalibrate your strategy. Number 4, take a aligned risk. The biggest myth in career growth is that we can wait for readiness. You won't feel ready ever, and that's okay. Your job is not to avoid comfort, it's to manage it strategically. Ask for that cross-functional project, volunteer to present, take a lead on a new workflow. These are vocal risk, not reckless stuffs, but stretched opportunities that are aligned with your future self. Each month, list one safe win and one stretched move. The goal is not perfection, it's growth. And over time, you build a career story of calculated courage. Number 5, invest in personal mastery. Confidence is built. You wouldn't trust a surgeon who never did surgery. So why do we expect leadership level impact without investing in skill building? The world is evolving fast. The future belongs to those who build capabilities before it's needed. That's where coaching, courses, and mentorship come in. Choose one core area this quarter: communication, influence, negotiation, and invest 1 hour a week in growing and mastering them. Join a leadership program, read targeted books, or work with a mentor if you are ready. Commit to it. And number 6, build a personal ritual. Before the world sees your confidence, you need to activate within. Top athletes, executives, and performers don't leave their mindset to chance. They have rituals. You need your own, for example, music track that energizes you, a 2-minute journaling stuff before key meetings, or grounding exercise, or a mantra or a self-motivated line. Confidence does not come from the room. It comes from how you enter it. So design your inner boardroom. Use it before interviews, reviews, negotiations, any moment of visibility. Vocal confidence is not a mood. It's a habit. It's a structure you build brick by brick. And every time you choose clarity over apology, voice over silence, aligned risk over safe invisibility, you take one more step into your executive presence. Comment below which step are you claiming this week. And if you're ready to stop playing small and start building real leadership influence, I invite you to my workshop. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you with more thoughtful topics that could change your career. Thank you.